Hello, hello, hello. We got you here for a quick surprise. We're not starting in 5 minutes. We're starting right here, right now with Radiant Clash Cup week number 7. I'll be your host and caster for today, Starwise, joined here by myself, actually. No co-caster for today, but behind the scenes, I've also got Scrimby, our cameraman extraordinaire, giving us the good angles that we love to see here in Radiant Clash Cup. Now, up first in our match is going to be Unify versus Team, we got the name here, don't worry about it, Division 1 Cryptics. Over on the defending side, if I'm not mistaken, let's pull it up here, is going to be Division 1 Cryptics. Unify is going to be over on the attacker side first round. So, you can kind of see it getting started here a little bit as we get that going. But let's hop into the game here as we get the show on the road. Now, we have seen Unify in the past in some of our previous matches and Radiant Clash Cup. I believe they were here in the last 2, maybe 3 weeks, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, someone else in the chat or someone else somewhere may be able to better advise me on that, as my memory is fuzzy these days. However, interesting choice. No healing over on the attacker side for Unify. Make that very interesting, meaning they're going to go full on aggro. Can't really overextend themselves here, so it's all push or nothing. Now, of course, we have to see how that's going to play out with a utility. Of course, it's always going to be the case. We're on the defending side. I mean, what chamber is no surprise. We see this every single match. Without a chamber in the match, it's almost like there's no game at all. I mean, especially on a map like Ascent. I always love to see the Sage pick, though. That's, as a Sage, almost a one trick, I'd say, main on every single map.
Select your agent.
It is so much fun to watch. Astra on both sides. I love the utility that comes there from the smokes from Astra. We've seen a lot of I guess fantastic play, because a lot of that comes specifically from picking Astra as an agent on these maps. Because what ends up happening is a lot of the teams, they have a bit of trouble making their way onto different sites, and it ends up becoming a longer round more often than not. And Astra's unique ability of having more than 2 smokes on their utility alone, just with the stars, is crucial for these longer type matches. So again, week number 7 of the Radiant Clash Cup. Of course, we've got everything set up here for you today. D1 Cryptics over on the defending side. Unify returning players are going to be coming in on the attacker side. Looks like we might be seeing a B push here from Unify. See how that's going to play out. I mean, there's three agents for D1 over on B site. I feel like it might be a little bit difficult for them to try to counteract this here. Oh, but an immediate push here from Blank, going up close and personal. Doesn't get the damage off, but I guess Ganban is going to take him out. Ganban going to get taken out and traded in the process here. That's 2 members down for the defending team for D1 Cryptics, and a plant from Unify. D1 Cryptics already here for the rotate. Market door down. Remaining 3 members. It's a 3v4. Chamber quite low. Cryptics able to spout out some over the backside here. Here comes those Astra Stars we mentioned earlier. They're going to pop the abilities here. One push in. Casual Panda able to take out one. Has sights on the second. Doesn't get the kill, but gets dropped instead. D1 Ops gets another kill onto that. One more damage in. Has enough damage to be able to secure it. Spots out the next, but not enough time for the defuse. Goes for it anyways, but no time left. Spots out Alexander, gets taken out, and Alexander, along with the rest of Unify, able to secure that first round win. I mean, it was so quick. at the beginning, Unify immediately pushing onto site with Blank, just going point blank, literally with a shotgun. I guess it's in the name, and full on aggroing over onto Bonbon. I'm sorry for butchering that name. You can always correct me later. Bonbon for now. Was able to get the kill back onto Blank. That did stop the push a little bit, but it ended up being a trade overall. And they picked up 2 kills along the way. The retake wasn't there. They weren't able to hold that and pick off enough players there. But they're going to go for a full-on engage. D1 Casual Panda getting flanked over from the side from Blank. Blank able to finally get that kill with the shotgun. Harass over onto Heaven. 1 member left. Gonna be hidden. Not so hidden anymore. Spots out Blank, but Blank with a point-blank shot on the judge. Coming in huge for that second round, and that's a back-to-back win so far. Alexander is popping off. I would love to see how that's been happening. 4-0-1 so far in 2 rounds, getting 2 kills every round. Alexander has been a crucial and pivotal point in this attacking side. The 2 main things has been Blank with the smokes, obviously the one of few here that comes in from Unify side, and I guess the CSGO-like utility coming in from Alexander on the KO. Blank going in aggressively here, spots out, hidden on the backside, gets flanked over by Bonbon, does get taken down, hidden, forced to stay over to the backside here, no real follow-up here from Blank. Blank pushed in way too far, gets taken out by the shot dart from Hidden, and the suck is in. Dunk Zera. Wow, how did that play out? Envy getting flanked over the side. Omni all by themselves, spots out one, but can't take any damage, and that's a flawless round coming in from Division 1 Cryptics. What a turnaround play. Now we're seeing Blank go in way too aggressively, way too deep, too fast. There hasn't been enough of a follow-up from the rest of Unify to be able to really capitalize on that. There hasn't been much of a trade. There hasn't been enough damage being output by Blank to be able to really make a big dent in this match, and it's been difficult. I mean, Unify has done quite a lot of work here to be able to make do with what they got, but with Blank getting taken on so fast, that entry is just not quite there. Seeing a first-time push over on the A site. Good call. Something broke. They gotta fix it. Blank going in for a fake dash. Trying to throw off whatever's going on over on the A site, but they gotta watch out here. This pressure from Hidden over on the long flank could be a very long play. It's definitely gonna stop a rotation here, so they know that they're definitely still sticking around on A site. They've got that information. Hidden going and pushing up from this flank is huge. However, Blank disconnected. Oh no, I don't know what that's gonna mean. They do have the ability to pause, I think. I guess that the match has started. They can't really do that. Cheats are off, so can't pause that either. So it looks like they might be down a member all round. We'll have to see what Unify is going to decide here. Do they push? Do they stay? Should I stay or should I go? Alexander is going to be the first one to go. Envy getting spotted out. They do have sight on Spike.
Down A. 30 seconds left.
And there's only 2 members left that are still visible, but Casual Panda getting 1 digged here from Omni. Well, I can't say 1 dig. It's a 1 van. 1 van. Plant coming off here. Defense gonna step back here. Gets spotted out here, but does get the kill onto Omni. Last remaining member that's still here left. Punk pushes in. Dunk Zero gets the kill onto 1. Can't get the second, and that's gonna be a wrap for this round. As we have a disconnect here from Blank. Unfortunately, gonna end up with a round win. At least Blank disconnected in a good spot, but there they go. All right, I can imagine a pause is going to come in here any moment. Maybe not. They're welcome to use it, but game does proceed as is if there is a disconnect or an AFK. You just gotta hope nothing happens. Bit of a save round coming in from Unify. I mean, it makes sense. They've got to disconnect. It's super hard. So they are going to call for the pause of the timer here. Luckily, that is an option, and they're more than welcome to exercise it. In the meantime, we shall go into a BRB screen. Just so you don't see exactly what the defense team is planning out, there is a bit of a 2-minute delay timer. So who knows how that's going to swap out there. And of course, we'll play some background music as they wait for the disconnected blank to come in. But while in the meantime, let's chat about what's going on here. So we don't reveal any strats of currently what's happening, but let's talk about what's happened so far. We've seen 2 and 2 from both sides going back and forth here. The first 2 rounds going in favor of Unify in a very strong way. However, very quickly, actually, D1 Cryptics turning it around, going in for the... they had a flawless round come in for once. And then the other one, they diffuse off here, so they're starting to get a good read onto Unify. Unify they've still been pretty strong here. I mean, one of the only reasons why that last specific round did cost them a round is because of the disconnect here from blank. Of course, your one and only entry is gone from the lead here, and especially with the aggressive style that blank's been playing, it really keeps a lot of D1 Cryptics on their toes. I mean, they don't know what to expect. Blank could suddenly appear right in front of them, and if they're not careful, they're not paying attention, they will get taken down. We've seen Bonbon pretty readily prepared for something like that, has been preparing themselves between that. So on those matches has been pretty good. However, we've seen others not so much. Casual Panda, I think, did get caught out by blank. We've also got, I think, Cryptics did manage to quickly... Oh no, it was hidden over on the backside on B side in one of the previous rounds. Almost got caught out. Luckily, blank wasn't able to land that shot. Did get picked off in the end here by a ready Bonbon. So, I mean, a lot of it has really come down to how crucial this blank aggressive play has come in. Has it been able to pan out or has it not? We've seen in so far maybe half of the rounds that come in, 2 out of 4 rounds come out. So blank has not had great success with this hyper aggressive play style, but we've seen it pan out pretty well in the other 2. So, and then of course we've got Alexander with the initiation. Of course, that suppress and that information gathering really comes in crucial. So let's check in, see what's going on with the rest of this team. So it looks like blank is experiencing a power outage. Oh my god, English is not my forte today, apparently. We'll be coming back, so we will give it an extra 2 minutes or so on the countdown. So in the meantime, let's we'll head into a short intermission break as we allow blank some time to get back here, get ourselves sorted. Enjoy some of the tunes in the meantime here. So last we're leaving off here, it's going to be 2-2 in round score in the best of 1 match series against Division 1 Cryptics versus Unify. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. The game's gonna go right away. Actually, oh my goodness, we're not ready for that. Blank is back. We are continuing as is here. Blank already going in hyper aggressive. Just as we're seeing last time, does get spotted out from too many angles. Isn't able to capitalize on that hyper aggressive push. Envy now stuck in a very precarious situation. It isn't able to get that damage off, and a very fortunate round here and flawless round. Coming in strong here for Division 1 Cryptics. Wow, what a strong play. I mean, we waited like 4 minutes for that play, not gonna lie. And I love some of the comments in chat here from G-Rome. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I took out his fuse box, so he ain't coming back. Unfortunately, it looks like he did go out to Home Depot, buy another one here, so Blank is prepped and ready to go for this next match. But speaking of electric, wow, that initial round, sparks flying between both these teams. 3 and 2 in favor of G1. Blank already playing in aggressive, playing around the smoke. Knows Bonbon will be waiting over the side here, waiting for it, almost anticipating for it to happen. Finally gets the kill onto Bonbon, gets that trade, and now Unify able to push their way onto site. It does cause them quite a lot of casualties. 1.5, I guess, if you count KO. We aren't able to res him. That Fortnite down. Now Fortnite eliminated. There goes Alexander. 3-2. Cryptics trying to make their way in. Doesn't have clear sight on where they are, but well, anyways, there's one. Dunkzera down. Envy, last minute member in a 1v3 scenario, pop through the smoke from Cryptics for a 3K. And for extra good measure, we're gonna see Casual Panda just pop the wall just to make sure to secure that defuse in. Anyways, wow, what a retake here. I love the way that played out here. Cryptics was able to pick off quite a lot of members from the side. Finally Blank able to make an aggressive push onto site and get that kill onto Bonbon. Has been I feel like Blank has just been slowly, methodically calculating for how that's going to go on, and Bonbon just changing the way it plays out. Almost threw Blank off for a second, but the Valorant timing on the peak here from Blank did manage to go in their favor. So let's see how the second round is going to fare out. We're going to see a push over on the A site. A mid as well. It's going to be a bit of a split. Haven't seen much in, but watch out here. Ops does spot out one.
Right there.
Blank able to push in. Does get killed again for Bonbon of all players. Ops trying to hover around. Able to get the support kill onto Alexander, but Umni able to get the trade back in. Umni getting the kill onto their double. Cryptics taken down here. It's 3v3. No, make that 3v2. There's 2 on A site, and we have hidden over on the flank. We have very long flank here, but Casual Panda in a pretty good spot for now. But Unify aren't able to make their push this in. They need to get that info. Looks like they were waiting a bit. Casual Panda not able to get that kill, not able to get that damage. Going for the peak. No, timing is not there, unfortunately. Umni now in a hot streak here. Going for the 3K. Doesn't spot out anybody just yet. Make sure to clear out that fuse. Bonbon able to get that kill onto the one. Making this a 2v2. Hidden coming in for the long push here. Spike is down. One in hell, one near Spike. Omni still alive. Does get a bit of damage off to Bonbon here.
Last player standing.
Bonbon getting taken down. Last remaining member hidden. Trying to get that info. Push in. Let's not get that info. They get that info back. Omni able to get that 4K kill and secure the next round win here for Unify. What a strong round here. Very well played here from the rest of the team. And I love the way this is playing out. The amount of utility that is being used. Oh, I love that angle. Go back to that angle. Let me see that again. Who was that? Was that KO? I think that was Alexander. There we go. Thank you, cameraman, for giving us that wonderful angle. I lost my train of thought. You know, that's just how it rolls.
Face your fear.
Right, appreciation here. from the Fade. Push ultimate. Not going to land on this much. Blank gonna fake the dash in, but with all the players deafened, I don't think they're gonna get much of a push. Oh, was this Chamber on the flank? Unify over on A site. Might get that kill into Casual Panda. Casual Panda not ready. Oh, but can't land the shot. Yes, they will. Omni almost missing that, but now able to secure the push onto the A site here. They're gonna get the plant off here. Now, Cryptix with the Port of Force. This is not the position that Cryptix wants to be in. This is hugely unfavorable. And do they have any backup weapons? They do in this case. They spot out here. They're gonna make their way in. Let's spot out Bonbon. He's gonna take it down on the side. Bonbon trying to get that information. Good dismiss.
Last player standing.
Sucked right back in. Envy holding down the site onto the Heaven. Hidden trying to make their way in, but the push in from Alexander is gonna make it clear. It's gonna be another round here for Unify. And a team ace at that. Well, I mean, we talked about there. Cryptix has done some phenomenal work. Cryptix and Bonbon both. Well, you gotta give credit to the entire team, but specifically Cryptix and Bonbon has done amazing jobs at holding down the site for the initial push. However, Cryptix with that tour de force just wasn't able to do so much because they had to go for the rotate here, and a very smart rotation here from Unify. Going for the initial push on a site that they've been pushing all day long, faking it, especially with Blank here. Going for the flank, no, going in for the aggressive push. Bonbon does get spotted out here. Blank finally able to take that kill. Gets one, gets a two, wombo combo. This ain't Falco, this is Blank. Coming in for that second kill. Can he get the three? No, the reload! The timing! Oh, it's gonna pay off dividends here, but now Unify. Alexander on the last foot. Gonna fake the plant, spots out the one, spots out the two, gets taken out here, and my oh my, how did that turn out? I thought Unify had this. Blank was on a roll. I think it cost them too much on this push over onto B site to really keep that hold onto site. I mean, it ended up being Alexander was the last remaining member of Unify left. With Blank going in so deep, yes, they were able to get the 2 kills, but it cost a few members along the way. So it sort of a bit of a trade. It does end up net zeroing out, but when it comes to defense and the amount of utilities that were used to get onto site, it kind of ends up a little bit in the favor for the retake in the end. Don't have much set up for it otherwise. I love that Fade lineup.
Here.
Almost info. Oh my gosh! Blanking out there for a second. Cryptix able to get the 1 tap on. Now I'm scared of this. Hidden versus Omni. Omni might think it's a nobody on site. Oh, here comes the peek. Oh, Hidden knows and gets the 1 tap here. Beautiful shot here from Hidden. That slow peek here. You gotta go for the pop and swing, you know, sometimes. Now, so far, potentially set up for a flawless round. 3v5, Envy, to get that info. They are going to reveal themselves, so now they're going to know that Unify is over onto A site here.
30 seconds
Broke out from
left.
Garden, so you see this nice information, but this question coming from Alexander, making it so difficult. Dungzera with the Cosmic Divide. Use it here. Great util. This is perfect timing for this. Look at the util that's coming out here. This is what Astra is made for.
Flash.
Out here from Alexander, almost mistiming that. Doesn't manage to get a kill. He's coming in. Here comes the push from Dungzera. Now the last remaining member. 1v4 scenario. Make that 1v3, 1v2, and still gets taken down. Alexander going in for a huge killing spree, but not able to go in for the clutch in the round. Wow, I mean the Cosmic Divide from Dungzera was normally be perfect. However, very smartly played here from D1 Cryptix. They ended up going in from Garden over on B site. or sorry, over from A site. And the Cosmic Divide only really blocked Heaven. Now, I love the combination play from Alexander, just waiting for the sound for the drop.
You want to
I
play?
guess
Let's
kind of
play.
hear it because he's on the other side of the Cosmic Divide. And then flashing over, able to pick up a kill, and then just kind of guerrilla warfare tactic, hide back in the Cosmic Divide. There was only one that dropped in from Heaven. The rest came from Garden, and there was too much numbers coming in from, I guess, the right side of the flank. Over on the A site. Might be seeing the push spike over on that side, but Blank known to go very aggressive. Casual Panda got to stop it dead in its tracks. Does get that info in the sound cues. Not just yet though.
Here.
Fake out smoke potentially. Alexander was getting popped from many different angles. Good frag. We're gonna get that info on the two. Oh, through the wall, Alexander on point. That must have been a communication, I guess, cooperation between Blank and Alexander, because Bomba has been playing there every round, and the only person that really knows that, I believe, is Blank. Casual Panda, there's one. It's a trade here, gonna cost him dearly, as now it's gonna be a 2v4 for the retake, and not a whole lot of detail being used for the Unified push. Hit in. Wayside, gonna be the last remaining member. Doesn't get much off of that Hunter's Fury. Spots out Alexander, but Alexander is gonna know that Hidden is there, and Hidden no more as they get revealed. Alexander here for the 4K, and Unify here for the
last round before the switch.
Round win. Potentially the last one and a half. We'll have to see. So now, let's take a look at the econ here. We haven't had a chance to take a look at that much this game, but look at this. Cryptics can't afford anything. Really gonna go for the full shields. Can get the Spectre, just gonna get the buy off there, but I can imagine Cryptics gonna play back a little bit here for the defense, maybe here for rotating support, and then pick off a gun that gets dropped off in the process.
Face your fear!
Ulti here, gonna be used here by Unify. Hidden, gonna get dropped out here. Make that a triple ulti. Blank. Lots that Bonbon from the side. Last bit of damage here. Blank able to fight and we get that rival down for Bonbon. Gonna go for the aggressive push. Does not get the damage off, but misses a few shots. Gets the info though. Knows that 3 are gonna come in, or at least 2 are gonna come in from CT spawn. Not too much to just go. I'm telling you. Blank on a roll. 4 lined up for the ace. 4 shots left. Can't miss a shot. No, does get taken down. Ops in it to win it here, but does get taken down in the process. Blank all game long trying to set it up here for their 4K.
Switching sides.
Does get taken down by Ops, and that's still gonna be the round here for the defending crew here for Unify, who were the attacking last side. Obviously, we got the flip now, and I'm curious to see how is this next half gonna play out. Look at this, we're 6-6, back and forth between these two games. We got the 2 first rounds going in favor of Unify for a 4-round back-to-back win for D-Win Cryptics, and I believe some of it was partially to the fact of Blank disconnecting. There was 1 round they lost for Unify where Blank disconnected. In the follow-up round, I think they were still trying to get their stride back, weren't able to do so, and just got demolished right away. See how this D1 push is going to end up being. Mid side. Wow, okay, Blank going in aggressively. I mean, this is true to Blank style, but might bite off a little bit more than they can chew. Does get a bit of damage, but not enough. And now it's going to be a 3 versus 3 scenario. So, Envy was able to hear this sound cue. Does know.
There.
Yeah, can hear the drone coming in. Has a feeling that somebody might be coming in, but doesn't know. But look at this flank here. Omni going in for a very long flank, just making sure that nobody's really rotating. They had more than enough time to do so. The lineups are there. But Envy, oh, the timing on this back and forth peek. No, okay, good fix.
Marked 1.
one step away from going for a peek. Would have caught Envy, like, lacking. But Omni instead, catching Cryptics out, does hear the sound cue. Gonna play it out.
30 seconds
Waiting.
left.
Communication gonna come in and misses the shot. Back onto site here, hidden. Going in for the rush. Doesn't realize Alexander's here awaiting. Oh, the timing. I'm gonna love this.
One.
Make that two, Alexander. How do you wait all game long for that? Really patiently waiting for the extremely long game, and I love the way that was set up here. You had Omni for the flank, Envy on site with Dunkzera. Flank did get taken down earlier on, but with Dunkzera able to watch over onto A site, and you had Envy watching over through Garden, you had all lanes covered. Got the sound cues coming in. They could hear everything that was going on.
Headshot.
Blank. Beautiful headshot here, taking down Cryptics, and that's going to be huge win for them in this round so far. Blank. Some heavy damage from Bon here. Might go for an aggressive push. Gonna dash out, but doesn't realize. Caught in between a rock and a hard place between the entirety of D1. Oh, the timing on that camera switch is so scary. Going in aggressively, Blank finally able to kill back onto Bon here. Been very strong for Unify so far. Make that 3, make that 4 down. Last enemy member is going to be Panda. Stuck in a 1v5. Gonna push in aggressively, does not get the damage, but does get taken down here by Dunkzera and the combination of Unify, and Unify is looking so strong here. Alright, I gotta ask here in chat. There's a few of you here lurking around watching the show. Which teams are you rooting for? Unify or D1 Cryptics? If you're in the Unify team, you're probably a little bit over the moon after that last round. If you're in D1 Cryptics,
Where are they?
you gotta cheer on more. Channel that energy. Ooh, I want to see this lineup.
Where are you?
Oh, gets a 2, I think they got on that. Blank able to get a trade off. Does get taken down by Bon. I think this trade is going to be more in favor of D1 Cryptics. Bon has been a very pivotal player in these rounds. They also looking quite dangerous. Chamber trying to go for the initiation. It might be a Chamber v Chamber duel, depending on the timing of their peak. Oh, doesn't spot him out yet. Oh, the timing on this peak. No way. What is going on? Nobody's spotting each other here, but Cryptics over on B side, able to get the kill onto Omni. Bon gonna follow up in suit over onto B side. Nobody comes in, but Alexander does get taken out
30
with the
seconds
score
left.
here from Cryptics. 2v4 looking like it could be in favor of Cryptics, or D1 Cryptics. That info off. There's nice switching here from Envy.
Spike
Does get the
down,
pick
B.
onto 2.
Last
Spike
player
is not
standing.
planted yet. There's still 10 seconds
seconds left.
They can play for time, but they're not gonna. They're gonna go aggressively here, and D1 Cryptics is gonna go in for that round win with the elimination. All right. We've got pretty stellar round coming in from both teams here so far, but I mean, it's so back and forth. Look at this. Literally going left and right in terms of the wins, just through eliminations alone. Onto A site. Looks like they're going to make their way through mid, but look at this. Nobody's covering through mid. It looks like they've got the chamber trap there. Nothing just yet. Oh, the timing on that. That's almost perfect. Blank forced to disengage with the op. Does have one shot, is going to take it, and now forced to reload. Forced it back, all the way back. Zero going to take it off from the side here from Bonbon. Looks like this aggressive push here from D1 is going to pay off successfully as they're able to make their way onto site. Casual Panda going in for the plant. D1 Cryptics spotting out. Blank does get taken down and traded by Umni. Envy stuck over onto the backside in hell. Plant is already off. Omni getting the kill onto Bonbon. Not even a ghost of a chance there.
We'll catch them.
In playing for the post plant lineup is in play,
remains.
but it's not going to land here. And Omni is unstoppable, coming in for the 4K and the round clutch win. Great coordination between Envy and Omni. I mean, Omni really just going in hyper aggressive to pick off what's left of this D1 Cryptics lineup. I mean, it didn't have the right idea going in for the post plant lineup here, but playing a little bit too close, especially with the aggressive nature of this Unify team. Blank, although they weren't there that round, the rest of Unify in a very unified front does love to play aggressively.
You want to play?
Meaning
Let's
you need
play.
to play further back if you're going to go for that post plant lineup. So now interesting, both teams not really deciding to focus on this mid push here. Cryptics really the only one playing around it. Timing wise, Blank trying to jump out. Does get the trap in the process. I mean, I guess that's a trade. That's something. Oh, smart move from Blank. Does know that Cryptics is watching down the mid with the Tour de Force. Let's get that info. Doesn't look like they'll capitalize on it as much. They do have the trap that will be able to catch up. Bonbon in, and Alexander able to get the kill onto one, but does get traded up here by Ops. Casual Panda getting traded in the process as well. And Cryptics suddenly able to get that kill into Blank with a fraction of a second that coming in. Cryptics does spot out that last member, but Tunnel Vision's a little bit too much. Gets picked up from Envy on the side. Dunks Zera here to close out the rest of the round here. And that is a strong round win coming in for Unify. My oh my, look at how this is going. Now, Unify have had such great success with these aggressive defense push, and that's as paradoxical as that sounds. It almost seems like for them the best defense is a good offense. Look at this Blank playing already hyper aggressive, waiting for the timing on that scout, for the vision for them to focus their sights on that, and then picking up one, dashing right back out. I love the coordination from Unify on that one. Smoke here. Six does get picked off on the side. Unify, strong defense here so far. Slowly closing in. And D1 are slowly being suffocated as they're being trapped more and more in this A-site chokehold. Blank coming in from the flank. And now they know without a shadow of a doubt that they are gunning for this A.
Where are you?
Get that info. Doesn't look like they're getting off it yet, but the flank here from Blank is perfect timing. Gets the one, does get the second, and goes in for a 3K. And what an MVP round from Blank. You can tell the timing on the and the communication is there to Unify. We spot out Envy and Dunk Zera coordinating their util to make sure that the distraction comes in to allow Blank the opportunity to come to your flank. So it seems like we're getting another timeout here. So of course we gotta find out what is going on.
timer back on. Not sure what happened there. Looks like it's just a very small pause.
Shutting them down. They're
There's a
suppressed.
split push here. Alexander does get the information onto Bonbon. But you gotta watch out here for the peak. What about? No! Oh my god, the timing on the double peak. Alexander able to pick at one. Omni here for the support on the second. Does take down Opt, and that's gonna be 3 taken down right off the
One
get-go.
enemy remaining.
Alexander not hesitating,
Flawless.
and aggressively, and a flawless round.
Badass.
And I think that was also a team ace. Flawless
Match
trumps
point.
team ace, I suppose, but now here we are. Potentially the final round match point coming in for Unify. Winner takes all on this, and whoever wins ends up going to the grand finals here in Radiant Clash Cup. I don't know, fam. Place your bets. Who you think is going to move on? It's like a bit of a pause. I mean, when else are you going to use this pause, realistically speaking? That pause, D1. Cryptix is going to just take their time, figure out what they need. How they're going to make their way onto these sites. They've had a lot of trouble. Now, they have had some previous success going through mid. It doesn't look like they're going to go and focus on that there, but I don't know, a bit of a split push action? Who knows? Mid has given them a much greater chance of success in the previous rounds. Shame we're not quite seeing that here just yet. Maybe we'll be seeing that here from
Shutting
Cryptix.
them down.
But this push here from Blank does get the kill on the Cryptix without even realizing it. Tunnel visioning a little bit too much. And with that crucial kill coming in, this is going to be huge for them. I think Unify definitely lead. Let's see how Alexander plays this out.
Flash.
Timing on the flash, gets out Casual Panda. Picked off in the process here. Still not out just yet. This is looking quite scary. Look at this Cosmic
enemy
Divide,
remaining.
and it's going to be last man to the ending, and that's going to be it.
Defenders
That's all
win.
he wrote. Unify are going to be our first finalists. Moving on to the grand final here for the chance at first place.
My, oh my, how did that turn out here? Now with how everything ended up going, D1 Cryptix had a phenomenal game altogether. Losing 7-13 to some of the previous week's winners is no laughing matter, especially with how close each round was. I mean, you can take a look at the timeline if you can see over on the right corner. I know it's quite small there, unfortunately, but look how back and forth this game was between both of these teams. Literally, you had periods of time where D1 Cryptix was in the lead, and then it got stolen away from them here. And Unify really getting taken down earlier on, just mainly due to the bit of a timeout here and the hyper-aggressive play from Blank coming in, not quite panning out. But suddenly, we start to see that in the next rounds where Blank is just popping off left and right, getting 4Ks, 3Ks, AKs. I don't know, he's got it all here. But with that being said, we're going to take a small intermission as we get the next match set up. I believe we're waiting for the next semifinals match to complete before we finish off with the grand finals of the day, where we'll be seeing, let's take a look here. It's going to be Shacksters versus Team X2. The winner of that match will go on to the grand finals, where they'll take on Unify for a chance at spot number 1. Stick around, stay tuned, we'll be right back. Harder, better, faster, stronger. As the way this games have been going, we're here with the second semifinals in the Radiant Clash Cup here. Now we have the Shaxters versus Team X2 coming in here, and looks like game's gonna kick off here already. So we got Icebox coming in for this first round here, of course, or I guess there's only one round, so the best of one match. Over on the defender side here is going to be Shaxters, and over for the attacker side is going to be Team X2 lineups. But let's head right into the game.
I am so scared of that coach's name. Don't you do me like that dirty. Oh my gosh. I am not. Alright, I'm sorry. That's not meant to be funny, I swear. But it is. So, defenders lineup. Shaxters versus Team X2 over on the attacking side. I love Sage on this map. I absolutely love just using the wall. I'm always going to talk about Sage, by the way, guys. In Tube. And for obvious reasons, everybody that's played this game so far at this, especially around this level, knows exactly what that tube's going to be like. Again, chamber on both sides, and we're seeing again a KO for both teams coming out here. Sova, of course, essentially mirror lineup. Or no,
choose your agent.
I spoke a little too soon. We actually mirror lineup. I don't know what we're on. Exact mirror lineup. There we go. Viper pretty strong on Icebox as well. I mean, it's definitely a strong pick to pick for both sides. You get a lot of coverage, and it's so hard to push, especially onto the A site there, over for the attackers. B site's just wild to begin with. I love all these copy pastas coming on in chat. Looking at you, Draken. Don't know what's going on. But you got a long story being written out as we speak. I know it. Now, if anything goes as close to as what we saw last game, Chambers look like they might be the one of the pivotal. I don't know what it is with me and that word. Pivotal factor in these matches. So we'll have to see how both of these teams play out. Alright, we get to start out here. Few ghosts coming out. Two out of the ordinary here. Looks like it's going to be a strong A push coming in here for Team X2. See, this could be one of the determining factors on the flow and momentum of how this game's going to go out. Depending on how this push. Look at this aggressive push here over for Wallooni as well. So, over on B site. Flash really going in aggressively for that wall. Honestly, it is a full-on push over onto A site, but to stop that mid push really allows them to focus their sights over onto A site. And this is going to be huge. With them losing info, it actually still has quite a bit of info. They know that they can hear the shots being fired while it does get taken down from mid. So now that they know that they're hovering around that area, Tino able to get us out some of the members of this Team X2 lineup, but they're going to go right back onto the push over onto A site. Good drag out. Push here, but Obo does get the damage over onto Splash, and it's a very aggressive. It's like a strong push, but not a strong win so far coming in for Team X2. There's going to be one member left, and Composite is going to be able to pop that last kill, and ghost galore all around coming in here for Shaxters as they take round one. Wow, and look at the eco that's going to come out from this round already. Shaxter's going in confidently. 3 Bulldogs, a Stinger, and a Marshall coming out here. They are not holding back on this at all. They were able to collect quite a few ghosts from what you can see there, but they're not stopping there. They really want to go all out. Looney going in top side here on B site. Don't spot anybody just yet, but they know they're pushing onto B site. Very smart play for TX2. Pushing aggressively here from underside, but Looney able to get the kill onto Debion. Does get the trade back in. BLT able to get that kill. X2B getting picked off in the process, but Composite still able to hold that aggressive backside push. There's going to be 1 member left. BLT, last mini member, just pick up the Marshall. Spots out the 1, doesn't land the clear shot, and BLT gets taken out here by Composite. And that's going to be a second round win here. A strong one at that. Look at this. PQ Sonal is 4-0-1. Meaning 2 kills per round. Not stopping there. So if you're Team X2, what do you consider next here? Well, look at the econ that came out here. They're going in for full buys this round. They've got the econ to afford it. Vandals, Phantoms, full shields. An aggressive push here could help. And I really don't think Shaxters will be able to anticipate this. Timing a Looney, not able to land that shot. They just need to go. The aggressive push here is very much in their favor, but it could also cost them dearly. There's a lot to consider. Looney, blank firing here. Doesn't land any shots here. But the match going right back off here. Oh, this small wall here. A Looney peeking that perfectly. Now, this wall is definitely in their favor. Looney using it to their advantage. Does get taken out by BLT's Vandal. It'll be a 2v4 scenario here as Team X2 is over onto B side. They got the spike in their possession here, but got a bit of damage here. Good.
1 enemy remaining.
Here, you know, playing aggressively, and that, look at that here. Big upgrade here for the entirety of Shaxter as only 1 gets taken down in the process, and that's going to be a Looney. But look at this. I don't think a Looney's worrying about that too much, pulling out the op this round. Now the question is, where's a Looney going to go? We've been seeing a Looney play over onto B site all game long so far. Doesn't look like it's going to change this round at all, but rotate here might be a little bit difficult because a full-on push over onto A side, a Looney's nowhere near it. Push here. No, oh, I love this. 1, maybe 2. Does spot at the head, but can't get the damage. Spots out 2 more, trying to hover away, going for the reload, almost getting picked off from the back, but Tino dodging bullets left and right, still alive. Now, it was a 2-for-2 trade. A Looney gonna hold over onto this mid site. Doesn't get the info that they desperately needed. Meanwhile, X2B trying to pick off whoever they can. Wasn't able to get any Vandal or strong weapons here. Might play the long game. It looks like he's trying to get whatever pick they can. The timing is there. A Looney in the advantage as X2B looking at the wrong angle at the wrong time. Does get picked off here. Now it's a 3v2. They know exactly where it's going to be. Don't know where this post plant lineup is going to be. And they need to aggressively push in. They can't afford to wait. Because Noble definitely going to go for this post plant. Aggressive push here from a Looney. Does spot up the other, but to teleport away from Debion. Debanion. My apologies. But either way, Chino getting the 4K, able to close out that wrong, and so far, 4-0 sweep coming in strong here for Shaxters as they are relentless with this push. Chino only really, actually, majority of the Shaxters lineup members only getting taken down once, twice in the exception here for Looney, but an even 4 across the board, which spells death in some languages for TX2.
A gift.
Countdown about to start underway here. Looney still not quite set up. Does have the op ready though, but
They
it's going
found
to be
my trap.
another A push in the process.
Spike down A.
Be a 1-for-1 trade. Chimo getting taken down is going to be huge for them. It's going to mean they're going to have slightly easier time for this Team X2 push over onto Shaxter. Defense over on A site, but the null command going to get popped out here from Shaxter's team. Gonna stop a little bit and delay this push for a little bit longer. Doesn't look like either team have any info really to go off of. Composite now having the start ready and available to get that info. Gonna decide to save it just for a little bit longer. May need it for retake.
Scanning ahead.
Is it now? Can they spot out 2 taken out?
Spike down
Sonal
A.
does get the trade for 2 and a very big trade at that. Composite waiting for the plant.
One enemy remaining.
Spot out there, but Swish Composite does get taken down with the side
30
step here.
seconds left.
Oh, the timing on that. I love that pan. A Looney getting the op shot over onto Draken. A name I remember. Even with the rotate here, definitely not in favor for retakes playing with op. A Looney has not shown anything wrong with it at all. I mean, it's almost like it's more in favor of Looney, despite the fact that going point blank a lot of times is up. This might be a Looney's time to shine. There it is. Oh, I love how quick that was. Over onto mid. They're gonna miss each other. No, they both know each other are there, but Noble is gonna end up getting the kill in the end. Composite going in aggressive. Spots out 2. Perfect timing on that push for the reload. Composite not sure exactly where it's gonna be. Pushing aggressively for the pop and swing. Does take a bit of damage, but PQ Sonal gonna pick up that last kill for the 6th round win straight. Could we be seeing the first 13-0 sweep in Radiant Clash Cup? It hasn't been done yet. We've had 13-1, but we haven't had 13-0. Looks like Shaxters are setting themselves up quite so for a 13-0 sweep against Team X2. But Team X2, they're doing great too. They're just getting overpowered here by Shaxters. They haven't had much of a response here in the side of Chino, especially the side of Chamber Ops coming in. Oh, I don't know. I caught you out, Chino. Oh, the timing on that wasn't quite there. That's 2 down here for Shaxters. This could be the round that Team X2 is looking for. 3 down. 5v3. Illumi gonna go in aggressively. Does pull out the shorty. Spotted anyone out just yet?
Enemy tag.
Oh! Missing out. A knife on the back onto B. A Looney! Was. That was smooth. I love how that played out. No ammo, no guns, no problem. A Looney is just killing it.
Last player standing.
Unfortunately, does cost the op in the process. Composite gonna decide to back off here. Audio Q is going to come in over on the side here, so Draken might be able to spot out Composite. They don't know where they are just yet. Uh-oh. Oh no, Draken, why you gotta do him like that? Now, it doesn't look like that they were able to get the op back from a Looney that was able to get dropped, but finally, a round in favor of Team X2. They were finally able to turn this around for a very smooth play. They did. It wasn't just util that they used. They just got the kill straight up. Now, I think they were able to capitalize on a lot of mistakes that came out here from the side of Shaxters. Maybe they got a little. Their hubris is catching up with them. Chino going too aggressive, not able to get any trades in the meantime. Didn't pay off in that way. Splash. Gotta watch out here. BLT gonna go right over their heads. Doesn't realize there's nobody here on B site. might be able to get a huge flank. I think if they bide their time, it might work out in their favor. But BLT able to pick up the flash. Tino gonna pick off their counterpart, Noble. Tino does get ultimately taken down in the process, but they do have awareness. BLT does get taken down, but Noble getting resurrected in the process by B is gonna be huge for them for this aggressive push. Plays out here. They don't have that info. They don't know which side Team X2 is going to be attacking from. They get that info.
Trap destroyed.
Trap out now. Looney waiting out. Unable to
30
make it
seconds
through.
left.
They don't realize
Spike
it either.
planted.
Gotta watch out. EQ Sonal getting popped out, taken out by Noble. Looney now knows that one's over in the backside. Might go an aggressive push. The shorty play at that. Good switch onto Vandal here, but the post-plant lineup, I don't think Looney has the entryway to make this work. Possible. Gotta go for the defuse here.
One
Shot.
enemy remaining.
Let's get taken down here. B. In the process and the lineup, a Looney is an absolute legend if they're able to get this diffuse off, and I'm more than certain that they're able to do so. A Looney clutching it, able to get their op back, no problem here. What a clutch king.
That's a good spot.
Wow, what a round. A Looney is just on fire this game. 7-1. They're taking this, they're making sure that it doesn't go anywhere past a 1-round win. Looks like we're gonna get a bit of a pause coming out here. Tech issue with team.
A gift.
And of course, we've got to go to our BRB screen just so we don't reveal any info on what the two teams are setting up on their aggressive push, on their defensive setup. But we'll stick around here. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We'll let you know exactly what's going on. But technical timeout. Gotta check in, see what's going on. All right, that didn't last long. That didn't last long at all. Don't worry about it. We're getting this game going right into it.
Shutting them down.
You want to play? Let's play.
Ooh, that knife getting destroyed. Some info that someone's there, but not so many. Perfect timing. Puke Sonal almost getting taken out, but the Draken able to get the 2 on just the 1. Hunter's Fury, make that 3. Draken! What in the world? How do you get that many with a Hunter's Fury? I've never seen that. Well, in Radiant Clash Cup, that is.
Last
Wow,
player
I
standing.
am. Oh my gosh, the Hunter's Fury was huge this round, and no response coming in here for that. Draken is. I can see Draken posting a copy paste in chat. Give it a few minutes. It's gonna come in, I swear. See him twirling around. It's probably already gone. I mean, it's a 2-minute delay. It's probably there already. Well, but I love how this is playing out here. Hunter's Fury coming in huge. 3 kills, 1 round.
Revealing area.
They gotta. That's gotta be a momentum shift there for everyone. I mean, to be able to pull that off is no easy feat. Looney getting taken down here. That's gonna be huge. Noble able to get that kill. Looney missing that shot, especially with the tour de force. Cost him big time splash here now. Stuck in a hard spot. Orange stick, blue stick. Quite a bit of damage. Healing now. We get the info on 1. Rez back up here. Back into the fight. Good stop here of the flash here from Opposite.
Right here.
But can they make their way all around the site? Hyper hit stuck on. 1-for-1 trade.
Reset required.
Hit trying to push in.
Last player
Blank shot,
standing.
and that's going to be an attacker's win. Team X2 starting to play in their stride. Wow, okay, so
Thank you.
Tour de Force gone for a Looney. Not gonna get anything in favor, and now the eco is severely down for Shaxter as they were riding high most of the game, and now look at them riding down low, starting from the top. Now we're down at the bottom. The reverse Drake. Drake in, I guess. Oh my god. Two gone here on the side of Team X2. Shaxter not afraid to go in aggressively with the defensive play. You know, getting popped in the process here, but the spike is down. Opposite, shooting on the side. Go live, get that damage in, but Draken started from the bottom. Here now, my goodness,
Last
4K
round
that
in the
round,
half.
and Draken is making sure this game does not end as soon as it does. They want to keep on going. Wow, okay, so I mean, I understand the aggressive defensive push. They had it so well lined up, but the timing on the way they coordinated that was unfortunate. As they all just kind of lined up, peeked together, and Draken was just able to 1, 2, 3 follow through. Wow, Looney playing hyper aggressive too. They're not afraid. Now it has been 3 rounds straight since Shaxters have been able to pick up a kill. They're no longer down on ecos. Smart play here from Flash. We can hear the push over on the B site. A little bit longer. A little bit more difficult to come in. Keep coming in. BLT still able to kill on the Flash. And the firing range, the firing wall just laying down here thick from Shaxters as they're taking to stop this Team X2 plant. Unfortunately, it is going to go off. Let's get the info. Looney gets the kill onto BLT from the backside here. Viper's Spit going to come in here. Looney trying to make something happen here, but can't quite see anything anymore as just smokes galore are surrounded over onto this B-side push. Attackers post-plant lineup here. TQ Sonal able to take down 2. Now to 2v3 in favor of the defense.
Last
Bacon
player
taking it
standing.
from the side, flashes in, perfectly done so, and PQ Sonal coming in for the 4K, pops up, no command here, just for good measure, and they are going to come in strong in this first half, 8-4 in favor of
Switching
Shaxter so far.
sides.
Wow, I mean, what is going on between these two teams? It almost looked like Team X2 was starting to hit their stride, and then that round happened where like Shaxters just took them all out. Bit of a back and forth here, starting to, but I don't know, Shaxters is starting to pull it back in, reel it back in together. I want to see how this aggressive play comes in from the attacker side now for Shaxters. Playing over an attack. Shack attack. I think that was on purpose. Quiet push here on tube. I don't know if Beyond might get taken out. He knows there's one. Gets some damage on, but doesn't get the kill. Good defense here for over stopping this mid push here.
I have the spike.
Almost, they did stop it altogether and force them to rotate towards either A or B site, and they've got full hold on mid. Two, making this a very slow game here for Shaxters. The aggressive play that we saw in the last half, not so much yet. Yeah, we're gonna get that sound cue over at the B site. stack a little bit more onto B, but they know that A is not going to be planted here. They've got that sound cue in. They
Spike
can
planted.
try to find their way in.
Right here.
Hyper wall. Making it very difficult for this retake here, but it's a full 5v5. That 5v3. Two members of MX2 are gonna get taken down. Chino here from the flank. Let's get some kills in, but can't get the last kill. 4K in. Kiki Sono gonna finish off the last 1 HP from Chino as they are able to get in a beautiful flank. Love the way that turned out. Now we're here, second round. Again, Team X2 is gonna go a little bit more on the save for the eco, played up a little bit. But look at this, Shaxters over on Attacker's side, not hesitating to buy what they need to buy. Looking at here, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, there we go.
Enemy mark.
Sometimes games, you know, glitch out on ya. Luckily, these players don't
Spike
glitch out
planted.
until someone steals their fuse blocks. Speaking of fuse, a little bit of confusion here as a Looney getting one tapped from Debenion. Can't quite make this right as they're taking a push in, but 1, 2, 3, 4 shots in and 1v2. Oh, good timing on that flash here, but Debenion can't find their way in. Might get sprayed and prayed here. Oh, that's beautiful shot for the 3K. Can't quite get the fourth here. Composite able to hold in strong. Over here for Shaxters as they are taking this lead 10-4, and it's looking slimmer and slimmer for Shaxters, or for Team X2 to be able to move on to the finals. Timeout gonna go underway as we get a 1-minute delay. Now, we don't need to go into any BRB screen. Not a lot is happening. You don't really know exactly what's gonna happen. They can still switch it up. There's still a lot of time, and with a 2-minute delay, really no need to pause it here. But wow, 40 seconds. And what is this Team X2 lineup going to decide on here? Funny enough, it's a defender timeout. I mean, the aggressive push, you'd expect Shaxters to play more aggressively, but they've been playing very methodically on this attacker side. It's been nothing short of well executed. Alright, timeout gone. Now we'll start to see the teams actually decide what kind of lineup, what kind of play they want to do. You know, looking here maybe for some kind of wall on to mid with the orb. We're probably going to see a mid to A push, especially through tubes. Gino getting full control over onto mid side is going to be huge.
Poison orb emitting.
Able to stop the dart, but doesn't look like anybody's going to get reconned out. Here comes the push. He getting spotted out, does get taken down, only has the classic to fight against it and not able to get much off of it. Looney finally able to get revenge onto Debenion for the last round 1 tap that they had. But Looney down to 3 health. Spike still over in spawn. I think they're gonna go for a slow push. Sound Q over on B side here. Q Sonal did manage to collect the orb. Got the
Scanning ahead.
Team X2 KO over on defense. Not sure exactly that they're there, but they've got the info now. You can see all the utils being brought out here, and now Dart's gonna kick off. Making try not to get taken out, but BLT now gonna be the last remaining member left. Let's land that shot, lands the final one. 1 shot left. Doesn't get off here. Chino able to get it off, and that's gonna be the next round in. So we're getting close to match point here. Daxter's is looking quite strong. Now, with the ultimates coming in for PQ Sonal, the Null Command, and Chino's Viper's Pit, this is going to be huge. They're going to have so much control if they're able to get onto site to stop the push from Team X2. And with the playstyle that Team X2 has, it takes a little bit longer for them to get set up for these push and retake onto site. Warp down mid.
Knife deployed.
Control. Someone not able to get the info that they needed to decide which site to push on. I like this double initiator lineup here with Nova and AO playing on both sides here, but it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Chino going to take down BLT, be able to get PQ Sonal in revenge. Be playing it back. Waiting for the potential rotate here. Does see all the util coming in from
Welcome to
Viper
my
here.
world.
Perfect timing on the Viper spit. That's going to allow them to be able to push over onto site.
Toxin
Plant.
screen down.
Not just yet. Ooh, I love this. It's baited out. Viper's pit being used in B, but the full push up to A, and they don't know if they need to commit just yet. There's too much lack of information for them to decide. Plan coming off here. Yes, there it is. They now know. And I think we saw this in GCT. Oh my goodness, the 1-for-1 trade. Aggressive push. They've got everything set up here for Shaxters.
One
Two.
enemy
Looney
remaining.
pushing up aggressively. There's one left. Gets the kill on the last. Looney for the double kill. And that's going to be match point coming in here for Shaxters for the potential win next
Match
round.
point.
All or nothing. Clutch or kick. Is it possible for Team X2 to make a miracle comeback here? They've got to play a lot of rounds here just for them to make a comeback. 8 rounds at that. Straight for win. Unfortunately, I don't see it possible here. They've had some good rounds. They've had some good plays, but to do it 8 rounds straight would be amazing at that. Well, I would love to see it.
Shutting them.
Here we go. Team X2 trying to make their way in. Is able to get the 1 kill on front of the stage. Able to secure their way with little to no util use on front of the stage. Chino playing hyper aggressive. Pops out BLT, but can't get the kill. BLT able to pop in one. Can't quite get the other. There's 3v3. Break in. Making their way back in. Making a 3v2. Post plant lineup is set up. Flash gonna go for. Oh, no way are they doing what I think they're doing. Composite coming from the flank, but the long peek. Smart play. Now, Composite's got one more spot for ulti to go back up, but unfortunately, it is gonna go in the favor of Flash for the plant. So that's gonna mean a
Enemy
res.
remaining.
Opposite now has the Hunter's Fury back up. 2v1 clutch or kick scenario. I want to see this. I want to see from this chamber angle. How is it going to end up going? The Benyon slowly making their way in. They don't know where the Benyon is going to come in from. But all or nothing play really at that. Here comes the push. See how it's going to play out. Spots out the 1. In a deadlock battle, 1v2 does get taken down here, and that's going to be the round win. Flash able to seal the deal, and it's going to be Shaxters moving on to the grand final.
My oh my. Very strong finish here for Shaxters as they close out that final match here, 13-4 in their favor against Team X2, and that's going to move them over to the grand finals over against Unified. Now, we are going to take just a little bit of a break as we get the next match set up for you all, but stick around, stay tuned, we'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Grand finals here for the Radiant Clash Cup. Who will be spot number 1 against these two teams? We've got the Shaxters versus Unify coming in here hot. Over on the attacking side will be Shaxters as they fight on to see if they can carry on that strong sweep that they had the last match. Over on the defender side, we've got Unify. We'll have to see how that's going to play out for them, but let's just go right into the game.
Get that in-game lobby hype music going for you guys. So, Ascent, of course, of all things, is going to be our last map of the day. I feel like all we ever get is Ascent. I'm okay with it. I like Ascent. I know some people don't. I do. Deal with it. But of course, Chamber. First Chamber. Essentially, we're getting a mirror lineup and a half, with the exception of it being, I believe it's the Sova and the Jet that are deferring here. So a lot more initiators over on the side of for Shaxters. And we saw that last round too. We saw a bit of a division in terms of gathering that information on different sites to make sure that they collect the info they need to decide whether they want to push in or push out or rotate. So we're just loading in. Someone's got their little toaster running. Sparky the hamster is just taking their sweet time, getting things going. Go Sparky, I guess. Well, this game has taken its sweet time. What is happening? Oh my god. You guys are looking at a very long screen there. Okay, finally. Good job, Sparky. Way to go. Oh, someone's PC crashed. Okay, so there's probably going to be the... Yeah, pause. There it is. Of course, you can't have a tournament without something going wrong. I'm just thankful it's not us, for once. I know we did have that bit of a fiasco last week. Thank you all for being patient, coming back in this week. See what they want to plan out here. Maybe we'll go to this BRB screen. Probably should have done that a little bit sooner. Just to allow the teams to set up. They might be switching it out here. They might not. Who knows? Up to them. We surely don't. Let's just let it relax here for a bit. Just enjoy what's been happening so far. You guys can't see it, but I think they're trying to do like a group photo. No, let's go back to the game. You can see the group photo. Look at oh, wow, you missed it. They were taking a group. Oh, other side of the wall. There you go. I think they're racing. This is a bit of a race. I don't know what they're doing here. Oh, they're throwing all their guns. 2 to 3 minutes. All right, I guess we're gonna take a small bit of a break here. We'll actually give you a bit of an intermission as we let them enjoy themselves in the lobby a little bit, but we'll be right back for the grand finals match as some of the players have fun and come back into the game. Stick around, stay tuned. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back here with the grand finals of the Radiant Clash Cup. We had a bit of a technical difficulty at the beginning for one of the players as they disconnected. Back right into it. I don't know if they realize that they're back into it. Hopefully they do, but Omni unable to get that kill, but Alexander able to get the kill onto Bard instead. He's gonna go on here. Oh, kill onto Blank. Now, I mean, Blank getting killed early on. Either Blank gets a bunch of kills or Blank just gets taken out. Has been the way it's been going. But look where Spike is. Spike all the way at B site. It looks like they're trying to go for some kind of fake out play. Some kind of rotate, but I don't know. That's not set up just yet. The 2v2 on each site. Oh my goodness. Gino getting taken out here. Omni holding down the fort onto this B site. Quite scary here, but they're gonna go right back over to A site. But still, two agents on each site, well set up here. And if they're not careful, they could go for a flank. This aggressive push here from the KO on the Jaxter side is gonna get a lot of intel.
30 seconds left. Where are you?
Push Envy, see what they're gonna spot out. Aunt is gonna get destroyed, doesn't spot out much, but most of Shaxter is already gonna push over onto site.
Spike planted.
They're gonna play their way in. Alexander taking heavy damage here, down to 40. Looney waiting on the side. They know he's there. Gets a kill, but Splash! Two members has their backs turned right up against Omni, and that's not what you wanted to do. Omni Envy here to secure the first round for Unify in the grand finals. Wow, okay, well, we're starting off like this. There's a big copy pasta coming in. It is too long for me to read. I will not read. Let's look at this here. So, I love the idea that Shaxter's had. Push onto one site and it almost seemed like they had a good entry onto A site with a lot of their members there, and Chino could have come in for a very huge flank, but wasn't able to set up. Blank going aggressively, does get taken out by Bard. A little bit too quick on that trigger finger. Alexander able to get the trade off in return here. Trying to slow and delay this push for a little bit longer. Smoke able to hold off along with the frag grenade. This is going to be perfect for them. Might be going for rotate, fake rotate.
I'll find you.
Hard to see. Alexander pushing in deep. Chamber Magnum might be able to pick off Alexander depending on the angle and the timing. Misses shot, misses a second shot. Bard still in a deadlock battle against Alexander. Taking heavy damage, and Alexander ghosted in. Takes down Bard. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa. Why did that look so anticlimactic? Watch your sides,
One
ladies and
enemy
gentlemen.
remaining.
Check your corners before peeking.
Spike down B.
They do have sight onto a Looney, but a Looney in a 1v4
30
scenario
seconds
here.
left.
Alexander set up here for the ace, is able to capitalize on that, and Alexander acing in on, for Unify, and the first ace of the day. Unify going strong, round number 2. Wow, my oh my. So, Unify, I mean, okay, we saw in the last match of Shaxter's playing in, they look so strong in. They were able to get 13 and what, 4? Now we're seeing Unify almost kind of flipping the script on this one. I mean, it's 2 rounds in. We're calling it way too soon. But let's take a step back here and just see how this round plays out here. So again, they're going to go for a split push onto A and B site. Alexander pushing in aggressively. Good audio cue awareness. Knowing where the trap is going to be. Looks like they're going to rotate their way back into A site here. defending members of Shaxter's, or sorry, Unify, still gonna hold on to B site. They'll leave Chamber by themselves. Chamber's got the quickest rotate anyways. Out here. You got that info here. The denying does help out. Alexander getting pulled in just a little bit. Decayed trying to hold in. They're gonna come in here from, but getting taken down from the smoke a little bit. Takes down one, takes down two. Three gone, only one left. Plant can't go down. Trying to go for the plant, but not enough time. Not enough anything.
Okay, start fresh.
And over on the B side here, Blank being aggressive, does spot out one. Gotta watch out, Marshall versus quite a lot of damage here. Dono getting kicked down in the process here. Looney taking off Envy alongside it, but Alexander going in hyper aggressively does take down a Looney. Blank getting almost caught out here, doesn't get taken down here, still has the op in play, has the angle set up. Now Splash on the back foot, trying to take down whatever damage they can, picks off one in the process, but at a great cost of, well, the majority, if all the team of Shaxter is getting taken out, and a 4-round win streak here for Unified. They are looking unbeatable so far. Push again. So far, we haven't quite seen it work out yet. They're still gonna go for it. Now, Blank going in with the op when usually Blank plays very aggressively. Seeing a bit of a change in play pace. Peek. Spot out. Gets the damage in, but not enough. You'll get that bit of info here. Blank pushing in aggressively does pull that out for them. They know more or less that it should be coming in from B side instead. No further info been revealed just yet. Could be a rotate back. Could be a push onto B. The other side really knows what's happening, but Chino, get ready for this next move. Dunk Zero in a very scary situation.
Face your fear!
Ultimate gonna come in, so not be able to time the ultimate and the move. Dunk Zero does get taken down, does trade one in the process here. That's gonna be a push over onto A side and a heavy push back in favor of Unify. They're making it oh so difficult for Shaxters to come in any way whatsoever. They do manage to make their way onto site, however, but one gonna be left. Gonna be Sonal, run it from all different sides. Does manage to take down one. Flash coming in. Perfect timing on that. Gonna get the second one. Does have the plant timing off. 8 seconds left, but it's in a 1v1 deadlock battle against Blank. Blows in aggressively. PQ Sonal coming in clutch. 4K as they hold the round and bring the game back in it for Shaxters. Wow, what a play. I love the way that flash was played out around the generator. Baiting out the movement here from Envy to come in from the wrong side, look the wrong way. But even then, PQ Sonal, such low health, still managed to survive through all that. Alright, potentially come back round number 2. Shaxter is holding on for dear life.
You want to play? Let's
Trying to make his way
play.
back. Quarter force getting popped out here. Not for only, but looking for
Your
But
fault.
a Shaxter is one taken out here. Blank going in hyper aggressive onto Bard, able to pick off him. Getting spot out here from the backside here. Spots out another, but gets a clean kill onto Chino. That's 2 down. Knows exactly where Splash is and knows exactly where they're gone.
Remaining.
The one left here. Blank is on fire
so
this round here with the 4K. Already gonna have the ultimate up. The blades, and here Alexander gonna get that ultimate as well with the null command, and that's gonna be huge for basically stopping a lot of push. Didn't strike here for the side of Shaxters. And what's this? Low eco here for Shaxters. Literally, they can't really afford much. You're only seeing pistol round coming in again. Full buy is gonna come in for Chino as they pull out the sheriff, but knows how it's gonna play out.
Where are you?
Alexander. Knowing exactly where Alexander is going to be, but Omni holding off all underside here. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3.
Spike down.
Might be going aggressively. Hello?
One enemy remaining.
That's the 4th. But it is going to end up in the side of Unify here. Unfortunately, Alexander, Omni not able to capitalize on that here, but they're looking so strong so far. So far, so dangerous. One round has only gone in the way of Shaxters as they try to claw their way back. Now, here's the thing. They've been running mainly the same strategy, splitting onto 2 different sites. They've changed some of the variations between the two, but more or less have been trying to bait maybe some of the util away from this unified team to make it easier for them on the retake, or for the post plant. Flash timing. Chino gonna get decimated here by Alexander as the timing on that is perfect. But Alexander getting picked up by Bard here for the revenge, but doesn't even matter. Blank able to trade that in. It's trades just back and forth. It's like some kind of Call of Duty montage here going on. Envy spotting out 2 over onto A site. You know, our lace here. Difficult.
One enemy
trade
remaining.
out 1, but there's 1 left. Over onto A site here. Last remaining member going to be Aluni. Aluni has had some fantastic clutches this round. We're going to go aggressively. Does get spotted here by Dunkzera, and Dunkzera able to clean up what's left of Shaxters. Carry on with 7-1 lead in this grand finals match. I love the trash talk that's going on in chat. What I also love is a complete ready moveset here from the entirety of Unify for their ultimates. And a very low eco for Shaxters. Now, Unify have a lot more to lose in this round, especially with all the commitment that they're putting in for all these util and resources. Blank.
I can't use that.
Finish for this push, not quite panning out in their favor. Able to put the blades back up as he suppresses them. More now.
Cancel.
EQ Sonal able to push back in, takes down 2. You know, coming in from the side, has to come to Blank, and that's going to be huge. Shaxter is finally able to get their stride this round so far. A few heavy weapons. Gets the damage onto Omni, but Omni ultimately able to get the kill in the process. Plant not down. Omni very low in
player
health. You know,
standing.
trying to go for an aggressive
Spike
push.
down
Knocked out,
A.
but can't get the damage. Omni able to secure this round win. 8-1 now in favor of Unify. Little to no ults being used for that round for Unify as well. Only Alexander for the null command, the blades coming out for Blank. Not being fully utilized in that round, but Alexander with the counter ultimate to stop whatever else was coming from Shaxters was huge in that round. Finally, we're seeing a very strong push on the B side here, but it's against the two top heavy hitters. Oh, they're gonna stay over the mid. Blank has to get quite a lot of info, and through the smoke, get a kill onto Splash. That's two taken down here for Shaxter so far. Blank gonna peek back out here. Pop not gonna go hand out in favor for Looney. Blank carrying on and gets the 3K Envy, popping off that last remaining member over on Shaxters, and Unify gonna get a strong round win. Was looking a little bit better for Shaxters for a few moments. They were able to get a pretty good push over onto mid, but Blank getting the kills through the smoke and applying that pressure from so many different angles made it so much more difficult for Shaxters to really initiate on that. I think the moment Shaxters were getting flanked on from that angle from Blank, I mean, typically you would go in, but Blank just getting the kill through the smoke, they needed to back off there, but they didn't have the time to. Might be seeing
Flash.
on A.
I'll find you.
Try to get more information to get what they need. Somebody
Missed
does
me.
get picked off by the flick there from Chino. Momentum. 90. Actors. Blank. Getting taken down here. This is going to be huge. That's 2 down for Unify. And Unify still don't know which section they're pushing in from. They get that info. Alexander here.
Face your fear!
They know ultimate gonna be popped out here from Chino here. Get able to take down Alexander, and that should be an easy take over onto this B side, especially with
Last
all 5
player
members
standing.
readily available. And we're getting taken down. Dunk Zera now 1 against the world. Takes down
Spike
2.
planted.
They know exactly where Dunk Zera is. Great view. Dunk Zera slowly making their way in. Might be playing more from this point. Not really a whole lot to commit to. Want to go aggressively for it anyways. But Dunk Zera getting taken out ultimately in the end by PQ Solo, and finally a second round win coming in for
Last
Shaxters
round
as they're
before the
starting to make
switch.
their way back in at the end of this first half. A lot of ultimates ready on both sides. A lot of good post-plant lineups. I can easily see Shaxters able to get onto site here with Splash's Cosmic Divide, making it difficult for Unify really to get set up for a retake just yet. And then a Looney playing for the post. See how that's really going to play out here, though.
Obscuring vision.
Splash ready to go out. Their info. Nothing just yet. Looney trying to put some kind of distraction down over on mid. Gotta watch out here. Doesn't look like Shaxters want to push in onto B side just yet. They're trying to get whatever flank, rotate, pick they can. Timing.
I have the spike.
Abilities well. Splash getting ready to set up the Cosmic Divide. For a fake up. Finally showing, setting up that ultimate for the null command. Trying to go for the engage. Does take down Alexander. Takes down Umni as well. That's 2 down. And that's a full rotation coming in from the side of Unify. But what they don't realize is Shaxters already planting onto A side. And Peaky Sono also able to get away from this one here. Making their way back in. And a immediate rotation back in from Unify. Well played at the end of this half here. Round's not over yet, though. We could see some spooky action coming into play. He's got a Bard. Bard getting taken down here, unfortunately. Post-plant situation lineup here. Hunter's Fury ready to go. Blank might go for the defuse here, but here it comes. Ulti not out yet for Hunter's Fury. Nope, they don't want to go for it yet, but Blank gonna play very aggressively. There it is, Hunter's Fury. Blank getting taken down here. And that's the second here. Envy getting taken out. And Shaxters finally able to make their stride back in at the very end of the half. And now we're going to switch back onto the other side. So now, defensive side here. I mean, this is going to be difficult here. Jaxers got a long way to go and just started to hit their stride in at the very end of this match. Looks like something else going on here. Match timer going to be paused. Of course, as we don't know how long it's going to be for, we're just going to put the BRB screen up. Oh. Just as we put it on, of course, they're going to go right back into it. More out of safety for you players. You're welcome. Right. Over onto A site. Splash playing aggressively with the shorty against Blank. I want to see how this turns out. Oh, the peak! The timing! Valorant's definitely a horror game. Blank able to push in way back into backside, but PG Stonal getting the read in, pushing far back enough to take down Blank. Little to no damage. And the push. Rotate here for Jaxers. Difficult for them to get back into on for the retake. Unify. We set up here, pushing their way in all together in a well-coordinated unit. 1v1 scenario. Unify. Alexander does get the sound. Q. Can't quite land the shot. Aluni going in for the defuse. Spots out the opponent, but gets a 2-tap. Aluni on point with it. Alexander getting taken down here, and it looks like Jaxers getting a really big stride here as they take the first round in the second half. First defuse. Oh, sorry. Second defuse, too. Around under the good info here. Side of Jaxers here, but popping the push in is Jaxers with the pull in, Blank going in.
Marked one.
Aggressively does get spotted out here. Chino getting taken down in the process. Blank still continuing on the push, does get spotted out and taken out by Aluni, who's hiding over onto the back site. Bard trying to make their way in, but doesn't realize there's one over the side. Don't worry, Peaky Sonal here for the support. Coming in for Envy, but now Envy getting stranded from multiple angles. Run and gun here for Splash. It's a 1v1 scenario. Unify Alexander. Spotted out here by Bard. Peak is in. Alexander for the 3K manages to close out that round, and 10-4 now in Unify's favor. Unify looking strong here as they start to make headway into this game. Third round here. Buying 2 Guardians, a Bulldog. So not quite there in the sight of Jaxers. It'll be a lot harder for them to try to hold, especially with one holding down straight down mid. No, they're going for a full-on mid push. They're not hesitating. This is going to be so interesting. Blank already on site. They're going to get a free sight at this. But I don't think they realize how many are coming in from the flank. One's taken down here. Alexander takes down 2. They're forced to go back in through heaven here. And I don't know if they'll be able to pull this off. Eternal managed to get 1 kill, but in the process, Unify close out the rest. And what is happening? The hyper-aggressive push did not pay off. And that's because Alexander was just holding it so well.
That's a good spot.
Up, coming in for Bard. I want to see it. I'd love to see it. How will it pan out here, though? Especially with holding on to B side here. Not the best of sites to hold it on. Definitely not the worst. But this tiny angle, I don't know. Here it comes. Oh, the timing. The reflex, Bard. One down for Unify. You know, in a very dangerous spot here. Peeking in, and Blank getting that peeker's advantage here on Lucino, taking him down with the Judge. Might be forcing their way in. Waiting it out. Aggressive push. Oh, Blank taking some heavy damage. 5 HP left. Gonna go for a quick rotate over towards A. As
Our spike
Unify
carrier is
try to
killed.
make their way back in.
Spike down A.
Hank gets through this Death Guard in here. Looney picking up one. Might get two. Doesn't land the shots. Dunk Zero is able to get the point
Last
to Looney.
player standing.
Flash getting taken in the process in the backside. There's 2v1. Bard coming in from the top side with an op. Gonna be extremely difficult. Doesn't
30
really spot
seconds
out
left.
where they are
Spike
hiding.
planted.
I don't think they realized that Bard is already on the back of the site here. Oh, the timing. Blank with the reflex. Able to get that 3-kick kill onto Bard. Bringing us match point at the
Match
very
point.
end of it all here. 12-4 in favor of Unify. One game away from closing, or sorry, one round away from closing it here. And looking extremely likely that they might take it here. What can Jaxers do to come back from this? Gotta be a lot. I mean, they're going for a very stronghold side here, but it's gonna be an A side push. You gotta hand it to them. Playing very aggressive, pushing up onto the B site.
Cannot use
They're
that.
gonna get that information. They're gonna know that all members are gonna be over onto A site. Slowly pulls them in. Chino getting picked off from the side. They get that info, but
Throwing charge.
it's not gonna be enough. They do watch for any potential rotates. Alexander and to take down Bard. Here comes initiation from Alexander as he makes his way onto the site. Spots out one, but it gets taken out by Picasono. Picasono wanted to get two in the process, but he
player
gets traded down.
standing.
It's 2 down here. Dunkzero's able to come in strong. Remaining member left, and that's gonna be a wrap, folks.
Attackers win.
Unify able to take home the grand finals with a 13-4
You are divided.
win at the end of it.
That is going to be it, everybody, for the Radiant Clash Cup Week 7 finals, with Unify taking home the win. Hopefully you all have enjoyed today's matches and all the pauses that we've had in between as players figure out what's going on with their PCs, people's fuse boxes apparently being stolen. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed it. Unify, congratulations again for taking home today's win, and we couldn't have done it without this week's sponsors. Is Challenger Mode. Of course, you've all registered through their tournament. You have familiarity with their platform. Go check out some of the other tournaments they got going on. We've got Fluid, our community division, for you to communicate and network with other like-minded content creators and players, of course. Influence Connections. If anybody's looking for any high-level video editing or just doesn't have the time for any of the video editing, check them out. I guess that being said, that's going to be a wrap. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I'm sure I did. Big shout out and thank you to Super, who was running the camera work today. All the cool camera angles you see, all credits to him. Once again, I'm your host and caster Starwise. I hope you had a good and amazing stream today, and we'll catch you next week for week number 8 in the Radiant Clash Cup.